money, motherfucker? Money be green. Money feel like money. That shit look green to you?
And another massive fight this weekend, UFC 289 in Van City. Amanda Nunes, Irene Aldana. On the money line, straight up, Nunes is a minus 350, obviously the favorite. Aldana, a plus 255. Bryan, how are you rolling and betting in this one?
I don't really pick against Amanda Nunes, even though she did lose to Juliana Pena not that long ago, about a year and a half ago. But for me, Amanda Nunes, look, one of the best athletes in UFC and MMA history, really. I still think that she's in her peak, maybe nearing the end of it, because she's been at her peak for so long. But I think, and this was supposed to be the third fight with Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena pulled out due to injury, but I think she'll handle this. I have her winning, double chance, minus 140, knockout or submission, because I think ultimately, and even though she's won some decisions lately, Amanda Nunes has, but I think ultimately, because Aldana is such a skilled striker and it's going to want to keep this standing up, I think Amanda Nunes is going to ground her. Not right away. I think she'll land early, but I think, you'll see her try to get full mount, ground and pound her way to a win. But I think the reason why you take a double chance, knockout or submission, is because we did see her armbar Megan Anderson. Mm-hmm. And she has that rear naked choke over Miesha Tate. I think it's going to be one of those where it's like she's winning it on the feet, drops her opponent, and eventually takes it to the ground, or just tries to take it to the ground because Aldana, again, such a skilled striker, and is going to win with an armbar or rear naked choke, something along those lines. But it'll be a lot of ground and pound accumulation of punishment before you get to that point. And then she'll take her back, choke her out, or win by a ground and pound knockout. So I'm going to double chance it. I may even sprinkle on the submission straight up, though, at plus 500, because that's something that was my Action Network MMA prop squad long shot. And I could see that sort of turning out that way. And ultimately, you get better odds on a submission than anything else, because plus 500, it's like, why not? We talked about Teofimo Lopez plus 500 by knockout, that being a long shot worthy sort of thing to look at in the Josh Taylor fight. I think for Amanda Nunes, by submission plus 500, it's a decent long shot to look at. But my favorite bet, double chance, knockout or submission, minus 140.
Yeah, I mean, this one's kind of an interesting one because everyone's talking about how it's so one-sided, but I don't really think it's that one-sided. I think Aldana, she is a really good striker. I think she's got, strong takedown defense. Actually, she is a good grappler. And I do think she's going to have a moment or two in this fight where she does land on Nunes, who, let's keep in mind, she's having a nasty weight cut coming down to 135. And listen, these women, you would think that Nunes is older, but actually Aldana is older than Nunes by just like a couple of months. Aldana's birthday is in March and Nunes' birthday is in May, but I'm talking about the miles, like MMA years. And Nunes has a lot, right? When you think about everything that she's been through. But I just think Nunes, every category is better. Like, she's a better wrestler. She's a better grappler. I think she has more pop to her punches. So the power edge goes to her as well. I do think she's going to be able to get Aldana on the ground. Is she going to be able to keep her there? I do think so. I think it's going to be a lot of ground and pound attack, to be honest with you. They have like similar height and reach as well, which is really interesting. But I think that weight cut, like, will that drain Nunes later on in the fight? But what I do actually think is going to happen, I think Aldana is going to get a little bit tired when it comes to the third round. And then Nunes is going to take advantage, land a big one on her, ground and pound. So I'm going to roll with Amanda Nunes by KO or TKO. That's at plus 140. So some value there. And actually, my sprinkle is also a Nunes submission at plus 500. And I do think there's good value there. It could be a rear naked. I just think that Nunes has a possibility to get a submission. But listen, like, I think Aldana is going to make this a really interesting fight. She's been trading with the Mexican team as well. So listen, a lot of hype on her a little bit because she did lose to Holly Holm, and we know what Nunes did to Holly Holm. So there's also just the fact that Nunes, though, I think for her, and you talked about this, Bryan, is we don't know how much longer she's going to be doing this, right? And
she's a mom now.
Exactly. So there's also questions, and that's why I'm like, the weight cut, she's getting older. Does Aldana have a chance? I thought about it.
Just lost to Juliana Pena not that long ago.
Yes, and I thought about it, and I was like, do I sprinkle on Aldana? But no, I'm going to roll with Nunes. I'm going to sprinkle on the submission at plus 500. Lots of value there, but I think it's going to end up being like a knockout, TKO, plus 140. So here at The Mandatory, we want to know how you're going to be betting this fight. Let us know. Drop some comments below. Who do you think is going to win? And by the way, if you like the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and most importantly, be nice, right? Like, we're just trying to talk about fighting. Like, we keep saying this because, I mean, everyone thinks they know everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
and a lot of fans could be assholes, and it's like, listen, this isn't the environment for that. Like, we're trying to have some productive conversation. So if you disagree, feel free to do so. Just do so with some level of respect. We feel like we've earned that at least. But to reiterate, Lopez Taylor live show after the fight Saturday. We're going to be posting content. Press conference, weigh in. I will be there Thursday, Friday. We're going to be handling that. And yeah, stay tuned for the channel because we got some other things coming up this month. This is a big month for us. We're going to be at a fight, maybe another one, and also working on trying to get an interview or two before the end of the month. And should be a fun summer on the channel. So make sure you subscribe. We're, as of this recording, at 600. So we want to get to 1,000 at a reasonable pace. So help us get there. Definitely do that. And we'll try to reward the fans in some way, some point down the line. And I'm not just making that up. I'm actually like serious, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, thanks so much for rocking with us and appreciate the support. And if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please do.